All right, here it goes. Everybody's starting to join our little party, and we are excited to welcome you all for our Yoshida Brewing Company virtual tour and tasting. Super excited to do another one of these. We're been fun coming at you every month, so we're looking forward to the next one. Hey, Kerry, how you doing?
I am fine. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. So happy. Looks like we have possibly a record attendance for today. Chrisan, over 200 registered. Pumped. And yeah, can't wait. Can't wait to go on this journey. Thank you.
Hey, Kerry, can you tell us
Yes.
a little bit about what's going to happen tonight for those who haven't joined us before?
Everybody, for the returners, welcome back. Thank you very much. For the newbies, welcome to the World of Sake Virtual Tour 2020, number 6, episode 6. So basically, very straightforward. We'll have an introduction of our guests. Then that will be followed by a tour of the facility. Then there's going to be a short presentation about Ishikawa, followed by the introduction to the Yoshida Shuzo, which is the name of the brewery named after the family, and also Tedorigawa sake. Number 2, we will taste the sakes together with the brewer after these presentations, but please feel free to sip during the tour. And if you don't have any sake, that is okay. Enjoy a beer. We're just happy that you're here with us. Lastly, we have a Q&A with the brewer at the end. So if you have any questions, please put them in the chat on the column to the right. And then Craig, our man on the chat room, will do his best to answer your questions. And if he doesn't have that question or it doesn't have that answer, we'll ask the brewer afterwards, and hopefully you'll get with a little bit more knowledge about this wonderful brewery. Thank you.
Now, we'll put it up there for a little bit, but we'd love you to let us know what you think. Tasha, can you tell everybody a little bit about this poll?
All right, so this poll is about Ishikawa, where the Tedorigawa or Yoshidagura Brewery is located. So how many people, we'd like to know in our audience tonight, how many people have visited Ishikawa or have seen the following? Kanazawa Castle, Kenroken, the famous gardens, Myoryu-ji, the ninja castle or ninja temple, Mount Hakusan, where you can do some excellent snowboarding, the Tedori River, of course, which Tedorigawa is named after, and their water source. And lastly, how many of you have seen the amazing documentary, The Birth of Sake, on Netflix or Amazon Prime? Quick note on this, the Ninja Castle, I did get a chance to visit that when I was in Ishikawa, and it is as awesome as it sounds. There are trap doors, hidden rooms, the whole nine. It's everything you would imagine from a ninja temple. If you haven't had a chance to go there in Kanazawa, you definitely should. So once again, this is the poll. Go ahead and fill out the places that you've seen in Ishikawa Prefecture.
All right, we're gonna leave that up for a little bit, but as we're running the poll, for those of you who I haven't met before, I just wanted to let you know my name is Chris Johnson. I am one of your hosts, but also the National Sales Manager for World Sake Imports. I've been in love with sake since I lived there on the JET program in the early 90s, and will continue to enjoy and share this beverage as much as I can. Some of you might have heard of me as the Sake Ninja, but that's just one of my many alter egos, hence the reason that I was cheering for the Ninja Castle, because that's where I got my name and got to expand myself. As a reminder, for those of you who are not hosting, can we please turn off your videos for now, and we'll have you join us back later, if that's possible. Thank you very much. All right, next, Kerry, can you introduce yourself for us?
Good evening, irashaimase, konbanwa. What's going on, everybody? My name is Kerry. I come from Chicago. I opened up a sake lounge in that city called Murasaki, and that was my first true immersion into a great immersion into the world of sake. But I've been in LA for now about 10 years and working for World Sake in LA County for about 9 of those years. Thank you very much. Yoroshiku.
And Tasho, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Tasho. I'm from Honolulu, Hawaii. I guess I should say how I know both of you is through my father, Chris Pierce, who started World Sake sort of the Davy Crockett of the sake frontier. Of course, there was sake in the U.S. before him, but pioneered things such as putting the bottling dates, being the first importer to bring the sake in chilled containers, just advancing the quality of premium sake. And started with the company as a delivery guy back about 20 years ago. Was working in Southern California for about 4 to 6 years, and now I'm back home in Honolulu, where I get to work with guys with awesome names like the Sake Ninja, Kampai Kerry, Craig. You know, it's just it's awesome.
Exciting.
Craig.
私聞こえるようになっちゃう。
And then Craig is in the chat room. He fills you with fun facts throughout this one. Yeah, we only had Craig the Crusher. I don't know if we have a nickname for him, but we can go with that if you want for now. But anyway, Craig will be sharing all sorts of fun facts in the chat room. And again, that's where you want to leave your questions. I'm going to end the poll for now, even though we're only at 50%. But we'll see some action, and we'll get moving forward on our tour.
Craig Meister. I like Craig Meister.
Craig Meister. So it looks like 70% have seen the birth of sake, which is great.
Wow.
Which means that you have a little bit of knowledge about where we're going to visit today. That's actually super fun. Excited to see that. Not as many people have visited the Ninja Castle as expected. We'll have to work on that. Sorry, I'm not doing a good enough job promoting the Ninja Castle. I will get better on doing that later. But birth of sake being the number one is a good thing, because that's where we're going to hang out today. So what's going to happen next is if Dave is going to show us just a brief little video to kind of get you a little background on where we're going to go spend some time. but can you tell us a little bit of exactly where this brewery is?
So Ishikawa Prefecture is located in what is known as the Chubu region, or the middle region, the central region of Honshu. It's comprised of 9 prefectures. One of them is Nagano Prefecture, which is where Masumi is located, where we were last month, excuse me. And so if you take your eyes from Nagano Prefecture and move it towards the west, you'll hit Ishikawa Prefecture, which is home to Kanazawa. Kanazawa is the capital city and the largest city of Ishikawa, and also known for its incredible cuisine. Now, the cuisine in Ishikawa Prefecture is known as the Kaga cuisine, because back in the Edo period, that region was known as the Kaga region. So, what is Kaga cuisine? It is fish, some of the freshest, most sweet shellfish and seafood you'll ever have in your life. And also the vegetables, very, very fresh. Also, water, amazing water quality makes ideal sake. Yeah.
So we're going to zoom in one more time just to show you exactly where Tedorigawa is.
Yes, it is located in the Hakusan, city of Hakusan, which is named after the mountain that is close by the city.
All right.
Ijo.
Kerry,
There
can
we
you
go.
give us a quick weather report while we've got this map up here? I feel like you should be.
Well, now that we've seen where we are, I think it's time to welcome our hosts. They are going to be outside braving the cold for us. So Yasuyuki, if you can turn on your camera and say hello to everybody, that would be wonderful. Hey, hello.
Ah,
Oh, hi. My name is Yasuyuki Yoshida. Oh, thank you for joining Brewer Tour today. Hope you're gonna enjoy it. I'm a 7th generation of Yoshida Sake Brewery. Also, I'm a master brewer.
Hello, everybody. My name is Madono Kawamura. I've been working at the Yoshida Sake Brewery for 5 years. I'm in charge of the control of main fermentation and analyst and so on. Anyway, we are so happy to be able to see you guys face to face online like that. Thank you for joining this event and thank you for your support for the Sake Import team. We hope everybody gonna enjoy this virtual tour. So now, as you see, we are outside in front of the rice field. He gonna explain about the company from now.
Hi. Actually, outside is very cold. It's last night just snowed a little bit, and it's snowed tonight. Much more snow is coming. So my company was founded 1870. So 2020 is a 150th anniversary. Our company is the middle rice field. Yeah, it's very great place for brewing sake. This freezing temperature and the nice rice field and the beautiful water. Also, this place is a very nice place. Just 10 minutes to the sea. Also, 10 minutes to the mountain. 10 minutes to the big city. Very good place. And also, Ishikawa Prefecture is very good at craft art and nice food and nice culture and also nice art as well. Yeah, please come to my brewer. So my brewer has 2 brands, Tedorigawa and Yoshidagura. Tedorigawa is Tedorigawa is a brand that continue to the traditional style and keeps the traditional taste. Tedorigawa means Tedorigawa name has a meaning. Te means hand, Dori means hold, Gawa means river. So Tedorigawa is hand holding river. This river's name is coming from the highest mountain in Ishikawa Prefecture. So Tedorigawa is a very strong river. Before a bridge was established to the river, everybody crossed the river by hand to hand. So that's why Tedorigawa means collaboration, cooperation, help to each other. So many local people using our company sake for wedding and company opening ceremony. So other brand Yoshidagura. Yoshida is my family name. Gura is a brewer. So Yoshidagura is a family brewer. It means Yoshidagura sake rice is only local rice, sake rice around here. Also using the local yeast. And from next year, Yoshidagura series using the like a natural style, natural brewing style. We call Yamaha style. And also will be in the future, Yoshidagura using the only natural energy.
Awesome.
Thank you. Also, let me talk about rice and the water. So, my brewer's rice is more than 75 our sake rice is local. And about 25 rice is Yamada Nishiki. It's coming from Hyogo Prefecture. In the past, about 50% of brand rice is out of the prefecture. But now it's more than 75 is a local sake rice. Because if we use other prefecture rice, and the local farmers stop making the sake rice, and the rice fields will gone, and the factory and the shopping center are built. So that is not good for our nature and the water. So we founded a sake rice team. And also our our brewer team joined making sake rice from 2 years ago. Also, very good thing is farmers next generation. Young guys also joined brewing sake with us from 2 years ago. So knowing local rice is very important for making the best local sake rice, best local sake. And yeah, our local sake rice is 500 mangoku. And also Ishikawa is the original sake rice in Ishikawa. And also 100 mangoku no shiro. This is just brand new sake rice, original sake rice in Ishikawa Prefecture. Each rice has their own personality and it's very good personality. So our goal is to express this area with sake. So next is about water. Water is coming from the highest mountain, Ishikawa. The name is Hakusan. Haku means white. San means mountain. So Hakusan is a white mountain. It's covered by snow all the season. It's very beautiful mountain. The water is coming from 100 years from mountain to here. So that's why our brewer water is a little bit hard water compared in Japan. So to protect.
I said, do you want to go inside? It looks like you're very cold.
Yeah.
I was enjoying him suffering, actually. That's
Today outside is very cold.
You needed some warm hot sake next to him.
So as they're walking through, he was just explaining about Mount Hakusan, which is white all year round because of the snow, and they're getting that beautiful water from that mountain down the Tedorigawa River, which is the longest river in Ishikawa, and that's kind of their source. He was just starting to mention about it being hard water. I'm sure he's going to continue that. But as we're walking in, I just felt bad for him a little bit. I could see every 2 seconds he was switching hands and blowing his hands, covering him up. So I was like, maybe we should let the brewer get inside so that he can still use his hands to make great sake for the rest of the brewing season, you know?
Looks like tomorrow it'll probably be covered with snow.
Yeah.
Looks like it's coming.
Oh, he's warmed up a bit.
Dozo.
Hi. This building is for bottling factory. So after squeeze sake, we bottle sake at this bottling factory. Our approach here is to use less energy. Oh, it starts snowing. So less energy is pretty difficult to keep good taste sake. Recently, if we want to keep the great taste of sake, we have to keep low temperature. But to keep low temperature, we need energy. But my factory try to use less energy. One cooling system is using the underground water. Our underground water is very cold, so it's very useful. We don't have to use the energy, but we can keep cool temperature. Okay, let's go.
Seems to be the theme right now. So pretty.
Beautiful outside of the building.
So clean. So Japanese.
This is our brewery shop entrance. Do you know this bowl? This is the Shida bowl. This is goat of sake. When we squeeze the new sake, we will change the new Shida bowl. So just we changed 1 month ago.
Awesome.
Okay,
That means there's fresh sake to drink.
Yeah. This is my brewery sake shop. So if you come to my brewer, you can buy so many like original sake or super limited sake. Also, you can taste many sake. It's free tasting. So if you come to my brewer, I can introduce about sake and you can taste many kinds of sake and also you can buy.
See you there soon.
See you soon. So before I go into the sake brewer, may I talk about my other things? It's one more thing. We made a sake film, The Birth of Sake. Have you ever watched?
I have.
70% of our audience has watched.
Thank
the
you.
film. Yes.
So in 2015, I made a film with a New York filmmaker. Over 3 years from the winter of 2012, he filmed the true form of sake brewing and made a movie. So this movie award many international, many award a lot. So international film festival. So used to my brewer is a very classic style. So around 6 months we don't have a day off, and every day we have to wake up 5 a.m. and no Christmas, no New Year party. It's very tough. And also we are always always together, working together, eat together, and also we have to share the room. So every time we together, actually that is very stressful. But how makes the best sake in this stress situation? My boss, he created such a nice, like a wonderful word. So you can see this, his like a nice, beautiful word and the classic craftsmanship word. You can see from this sake film. So I have a short trailer. Please watch short trailer.
Okay. So while you're going to go to the office now, and then we're going to show the trailer while you walk to the office. So
yeah, we are going to.
For those of you who haven't seen the birth of sake. We're going to show you a brief trailer right now. Dave, if you can cue that up, that would be great.
一番大事なのは人の輪です。輪を大事にすれば人もついてきてくれる。
Oh man, so much teasing about sake and things that we can look forward to, huh? Can't wait for the next little bit of the tour so we can see more of what happens live. All right, look, we got a special guest up in the corner.
お、
Oh,
出ました。
こんにちは。酒飲んでますか？酒美味しいでしょう。
飲んでますよ。
美味しすぎます。ありがとうございます。
これからどんどんと飲んで。
はい。
He said, just for those of you who don't speak Japanese, he said, is everyone drinking? And then he said, please keep drinking a lot. So we're going to in a little while.
Yeah. But you can drink right now as well.
Yes, of course.
So our superstar ですね。Now he is an advisor. So he passed the master brewer to me 3 years ago. So now he is advisor. So our boss is in the film is he's 69 years old, but now he's already 75 years old. Just he became 75 last month.
That skin, so clean, so
Yeah,
crystal,
he's super powerful. Eh? He said
so Japanese.
he'll make sake until 200 years.
Yes. Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Yamamoto-san, for making such wonderful sake and teaching
ありが
Yasu.
とう。またよろしく。
よろし
よろし
く。
くお願いいたします。
ありがとうございます。
はいはい。
Now he has to go back to work. They're like, okay, thanks for showing. I'll get back to work. All right, so you have a little bit more to show. Some of the problem with some of these wonderful breweries in the countryside is that the Wi-Fi isn't always so great throughout the building. So at the moment, we're going to have Yasu and Madono-san lead us through some videos of areas of the brewery that we can't actually see live. どうぞ。
はい。
Okay, so I'm gonna talk about our sake making. we are sorry that we have not good internet connection in our brewery. So I explain with a small video. So first, washing and soaking the rice. We use the washing machine to wash and soak the rice. This machine washes the rice with tiny bubbles so that the rice can become very clean. The water temperature to wash is relatively stable all around the season because it is coming from 100-meter underground. So we control the water absorption of rice is adjusted by soaking time in seconds. Next is steaming. Every morning, some brewer puts the washed rice into the steamer at 5 a.m. And then we start to steam rice at 7 a.m. The steamer can hold maximum 1,500 kilogram. Now, after steaming, we put the steamed rice on the cooling machine, and we cool steamed rice that's gonna be added directly to the sake mash to ideal temperature. That is the cooling machine. As for the koji rice, we run and carry the batch of rice to koji making room. The brewer carry one batch and pass it to another one who runs up the stairs to Kojimuro. Kojimuro is a koji making room. Now he is running up the stairs to koji making room day one.
So much exercise every day.
Yes.
Yeah, I lost the weight.
After the steam rice to room day one, we cool it to ideal temperature and sprinkle the koji mold on the steamed rice. They are mixing the steamed rice and koji mold very well. And they are wearing a special uniform for koji making because we have to take care of our hygiene to make good koji. Before we come in the room, we wash our hands very well and we change the t-shirts and hat too. That rice gonna stay over there for about 1 day.
I can feel the burn in my forearms just watching that. That's a,
Day 2, every morning, the koji rice day 1 comes into those boxes. We divide the amounts evenly in each boxes. We separate by types. For example, one box is moto koji, 2 boxes are soe koji. In the past, we used to spread out all koji day 2 and day 3 on the same table, so it was difficult to control the temperature and moisture or humidity. So we changed our method. There are some boxes, and we consider each box is our own private environment. There are some private environment. So now we can adjust the ideal environment for each koji type. Each box has heating system and cooling system with a small fan and lights at the bottom of boxes. But of course, we try not to use those equipment. The equipment is like our backup. We try to do all process by manual. When we finish all process, we carry the koji to another room day 3. And we spread out koji on each racks to dry the koji before use for main fermentation. Inside the room, there is a dehumidifier machine. I'll talk about the shubo. Shubo is a yeast starter. If you write the kanji for shubo, it is written as mother of sake, but we treat it like as a baby, sake baby. We are making yeast starter in two ways. One is sokujo, modern type. Another one is Yamahai method, traditional style. The most important things to make yeast starter is getting the high acidity to prevent the bad bacteria. We add the instant lactic acid to the mash in sokujo style, so it takes about 2 weeks to finish all process. On the other hand, we get lactic acidity from natural lactic acid bacteria coming from the brewery environment in Yamahai method. So Yamahai method takes about 1 month. We need twice effort and twice time compared to sokujo. So Yamahai is natural style. I talk about the process of Yamahai. We started to put only water in a small tank to grow one good particular bacteria. Then, about 2 weeks later, we add steamed rice and koji. To get nice lactic acidity from the natural lactic bacteria, we need to control the temperature. You can see the temperature progress of Yamahai method now. The horizontal axis is the day, and the vertical axis is the temperature. As you can see in the middle of period, the temperature must increase and decrease to promote the lactic acid fermentation. That's why we place the small container called the dakidaru into the tank to warm the mash up. We will show you how to use the dakidaru later. This is a special room for Yamahai method. This room is always kept at 5 degrees Celsius and dried to prevent the bad bacteria. There are many small tanks for each starter. The walls of this room are made of stone, so we call this room stone room. The surface of shubo in Yamahai is very unique, particular, as you can see now. As I just explained, we need to use a small container called dakidaru for Yamahai method. Before we put hot water into the small container and sterilize its all surface with hot water. That is very heavy. So when we have to place many containers in a day, it's very hard. So after that, from now, we're gonna explain about the moromi in live. Thank you for watch the video.
Thank you for making the video. All right.
Thank you.
行きましょう。
はい。
So this is a rice washer machine. So this is the rice we washed today. It's gonna be special daiginjo.
Ooh, cool.
We keep moisture until tomorrow morning.
rice steamer.
Okay, let's go inside of the main mushroom.
We're walking into the main mash room so we can see where the real action is.
So when shubo process is finished, we transfer shubo sake's mother, transfer stone room to here. And after that, we add the water, koji, and steam rice again. So we will add the water, steam rice, and the koji around this side, but we will not at just one time. We use 3 times. So because fermentation is a very slowly fermentation. If we add just once, the fermentation is very slowly going to be super slowly. So we have to separate 3 times. So today we have a nice sake mash. We call moromi.
And every time somebody walks up those ladders, I get nervous.
What is it with the ladders?
This sake mash is Yamaha style. It's new Yamaha. So it's gonna like maybe already Yoshidagura. This sake gonna be Yoshidagura. Yoshidagura is a new sake, and today we're gonna taste later.
Yeah, some of us are lucky enough to have the U, not all of us. But we're excited to learn more about the brand new product that's coming to the US.
Oh. So when the sake mash is ready to squeeze, we squeeze. Our fermentation days is around 25 to 30 days.
So we're going to start with the Kinka, or the gold blossom. Yasuyuki, you guys there?
Yeah.
Are you ready for the kampai? Everyone, kampai!
Kampai!
Tedorigawa, Kinka, Gold Blossom. It's a daiginjo, also unpasteurized. This is one of the very first unpasteurized daiginjos I've ever had. And when I had it, I was like, yo, what is this guy on? Never had an unpasteurized daiginjo. I love the zing of it. There is a energy to it, but also the creaminess, the suave, the svelte, the silky, the smoothness of a daiginjo. I love this thing. And also, as I always say with all World Sake products that we are presenting on the Zooms, great price. Enjoy.
All right, Yasu, Madono, Yoel, tell us a little bit about like the Nama Daiginjo idea and a little bit about this sake.
Okay, I want to talk about this bottle's label. Do you see the label?
Yes.
Yes, beautiful.
Okay. Kinka's label is very unique. The design came from the history of Ishikawa Prefecture, a combination of the gold and the plum blossom. The capital of Ishikawa is Kanazawa City. Kana means gold, Sawa means rich. So a long time ago in Ishikawa, we used to get a lot of gold. Do you know one of the famous temple in Kyoto, Kinkakuji?
Yes.
This temple is very gorgeous. Every surface is made of gold leaf. So almost all gold for the temple came from the Kanazawa.
Oh.
Ah.
Yeah, and this plum blossom is the origin of the Maeda family crest, who was one of the leading general in Japan. He built the Kanazawa Castle and Kenrokuen too, the most popular place for tourists. Yeah, and then about the tasting, this is Daiginjo Nama Nama, so we didn't pasteurize it. Once we press this sake, we bottle it right away to prevent it from the oxidizing. So after bottling, we store this sake in fridge -5 degrees Celsius to keep it as fresh as possible. So maybe you can feel it is fresh and a little bit Fiji one. The aroma is like green apple or anise with a few discrete ester. The balance of acid and residual sugar is good. So I think it is friendly with, of course, sashimi or sushi and white meat fish and shrimp and scallop meat. Before I enjoyed this kinka with pizza,
Hey,
it was surprising. It is very nice. So, pizza. Yeah, so maybe I think, for example, potato gratin with creamy sauce and cheese, or seafood cream pasta, or carbonara, or it's gonna go well, I think.
cool.
Arigatou gozaimasu. You know, another thing I would have to say is that this sake, I imagine enjoying it with Thai food, with Szechuan, with Oaxacan, spicy, just to kind of coat over your mouth and just reignite it for the next bite. Very, very special sake. Thank you so much. Very delicious.
Yeah. This right here, the Yamahai Junmai, or the Silver Mountain, is just such an amazing expression. Not only is it brilliant cold, you can also enjoy it warmed up if you're feeling a little bit chilly. Never more than 105 degrees, which is about the temperature of a perfect jacuzzi tub. And it's great to drink in the jacuzzi tub if you're drinking it cold. It's got that umami depth, that kind of mushroomy tones, that smooth richness that we would expect out of a Yamahai sake. But there's also a little bit of an uncharacteristic, kind of sharper dryness to it, which kind of makes it very enigmatic. And I think that probably comes from a little bit of that Yamada Nishiki rice that's incorporated into it. And all I can say is if you have this one, I hope you're enjoying it along with me.
This is one of my favorite sake. Yamaha is like our traditional style. So my boss, ex-brewmaster, is coming from North Ishikawa Prefecture, the area we call Noto. Noto is much cooler than here. It's very cold. There is very cold and snow a lot. So the area has a nice, like a Toji sake brewer master. So many sake brewer is coming from that area. Also, my ex-brewer master is also coming from there. They are very good at using making Yamahai style. It's very traditional, but using natural fermentation. So natural lactic acid produce a very nice acidity, but not very sharp acidity. It's very soft, sometimes soft. So this Yamahai Junmai, Silver Mountain, the name is Silver Mountain. It's we can enjoy cold, but also we can enjoy warm and hot. So like a winter time, I always enjoy start from the cold and then I change the very hot, like 55 degrees. Then after a few 10 minutes or 5 minutes, when the sake is a little bit cooling, it's very good. So like a warm temperature is very good as well. I always enjoy this sake with like a grilled chicken or pizza as well. So teriyaki pizza is very good pairing. So in Japan, we enjoy soy. We have a nice soy sauce as well. Yeah, so this sake is a good pairing with a soy sauce.
Awesome. Yeah, the umami. I feel like the umami really kicks in with this sake. So, speaking of Yamahais and sakes, we're going to now go. We went from a Nama Daiginjo to a Yamahai Junmai, and now we're going to go to a Yamahai Junmai Daiginjo. So, our next sake is the Chrysanthemum Meadow. This is a Daiginjo made from Yamada Nishiki and Gohyaku Mankoku. Polished to 45%, so we're not going down super close, super overly close to Shimpaku. I really love this sake. One of the things, I think the name of this sake in English is really expressive as to what this sake represents. Daiginjo and its elegance doesn't always have to be fruity and floral. It doesn't always have to be green apples, melons, bananas. It can be kind of earthy floral, which is basically what a chrysanthemum is, right? So you have these beautiful honeysuckle notes, a little bit deeper flavors and fruit on the sake on the nose. I love the way this is built, that when you get to a Daiginjo, you're looking for a little bit more depth. And again, that word elegance jumps out, but this is such a fantastic food sake. Really, really is beautiful with food. It has that natural umami character. It's going to pick up on all different cuisines. Again, that soy sauce, rather than the richer, heavy soy sauce that you sometimes get, the koi soy sauce, this is going to be a little bit, wants to dance with a slightly lighter version of that soy sauce, but still going to play off with the beautiful fish that you get in Ishikawa with that soy sauce and sashimi. And man, just a beautiful, beautiful sake. I love this. I really do love this sake so much because, again, it's beautiful, layered, and elegant without the fruit that you get from the kinka. The kinka was wonderful, bright, impactful, fruity. This is totally different, but still elegant and all about food. So really, really good one. Can you guys talk a little bit about it?
Okay, thank you for Chris-san. Yeah, kake rice, the rice for fermentation is 500 mangoku. 500 mangoku is also our local sake rice. It's grown around the brewery. When we brew the sake with 500 mangoku and our local water from coming from the Mount Hakusan, a little bit hard water, the sake tend to be dry and sharp. So this Daiginjo is also dry and sharp, but also elegant and smooth type. Nice structure with nice acidity. So I love this Yamahai Daiginjo.
Me too.
So this year, 2020, we have very nice. We got very good news. Yes, we are so happy that this Yamahai Daiginjo won a very nice prize. It won Yamahai Special Award in U.S. National Sake Appraisal 2020. Thank you very much.
Yay!
Yay!
Omedetou!
Omedetou!
Thank you very much. I think this Daiginjo is relatively easy to pair with any food. So, for example, yeah, sushi, sashimi, and also unagi. In English, konjei.
なるほどね。
And then the cooked tomato, for example, ketchup or tomato sauce goes well together. And sausage and pizza margherita. And
Pizza.
shrimp. Pizza.
Mata pizza. Tedorigawa, you have to open a pizza shop.
Again. Okay.
All right. So there is one more sake that we have, and Tasha is gonna guide us through this one. This is the modern Yamahai that Yasu was talking about earlier. So we're going to learn a little bit about what that modern Yamahai means, but also for those of you that are in Hawaii and possibly California, you might get some of this. So go ahead, Tasha.
As Yasu mentioned earlier, Yoshidagura umbrella, all the sakes that fall under there, all the ingredients are locally sourced from Ishikawa. So truly, there is no way this sake could exist or be brewed in any place other than Ishikawa. It's 100% dependent on the local farmers and the brewing style, down to the yeast, the rice variety, which is the Ishikawa-mon, locally produced, and of course the house Kanezawa yeast. So 100% of this sake is terroir driven. It is definitely something, if I had to describe it in 3 words, it's modern, it's bright, it's crisp. One thing you'll notice right off the bat as I pour a little bit here, it has a nice aroma of grapefruit. One of the other things you will notice about this, it is a low alcohol content genshu. So that's almost like an oxymoron. You would think usually genshus, because they are not diluted with water, generally higher alcohol content. But this one does not have that. It actually makes it a little bit softer. It is also a Yamahai. So what do we know from what we learned today? Madono-san told us the Yamahai method, it takes 2 weeks longer for the shubo or the mash. And then, of course, because the water source from the Hakusan Mountains, you have to add on an extra 100 years to producing this sake. So it has Yamahai. It's also Muroka, which it means that it is not charcoal filtered, which previously was more for filtering out anything that could contaminate the sake or possibly make the sake discolored. But in a modern brewery, they are able to keep the brewery very clean. So they are able to make a beautiful Muroka sake such as this. One thing I did notice, I'm going to keep this short because this is actually a new sake to our portfolio. I think Yasu would be able to explain the most about it. But when I taste this sake, I noticed like a slight bit of effervescence or fizziness, as Madono had described with the kinka. And I just wanted to ask Yasu, because the kinka is a nama, and sometimes with those namas, you do get that sense of almost like carbonation, fizziness. This is not a nama, but I still get a little bit of that fizziness, which makes it a little bit brighter. Could you explain why that is, Yasu-san?
Hi. Thank you, Tasha. Nice explain. So this sake, you Yoshida, this is a non-nama. It's already pasteurized sake, but a little bit similar to nama sake, because before pasteurized, we keep nama condition more than 6 months. So aging nama condition more than 6 months. So during nama condition, sake taste is going like a very soft. When we squeeze this sake is very fresh and a little bit hard and sharp taste. But after 6 months unpasteurized condition, sake getting soft and gentle. Then the sake taste is ready to pasteurize. We pasteurize quickly. So that's why we can keep very fresh taste, and also this sake is alcohol is just 13%, but we didn't feel so super light. This sake is alcohol is 13, a little bit low, but taste still like a nice bright and gentle taste.
So a quick question for Yoshida-san. Do you do any aged sake at Yoshidagura?
Yoshidagura?
Or Tedorigawa or Yoshidagura, any kochu?
Tedorigawa has some many kind of aged sake. Like a Mangekyo is the best sake in my brewer. It's the name is a Kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope, yes.
Kaleidoscope. Only around 500 bottle. We can produce 500 bottle per year. It's super limited. We aged around 2 years. Yeah, thank you for giving me a chance to explain about the Yoshidagura. Yoshidagura is our like a flagship sake. So Yoshidagura, what is the real local sake? So I always thinking, what is the local sake? So local sake should be expressed this area. So this is just in front of my brewer. It's such a beautiful place. It's especially sunset is super beautiful. Also sunrise is beautiful, but sunset is super beautiful because this area is only rice field. No factory, no shopping center. That's why we can see beautiful sunset. And I grow up here. I live here, and I wanna express this area. It's such a beautiful style, and to express this area with sake. So that's why I use the local sake rice. So saving rice field will save the water. So save rice field means live with the farmers. So if we stop using the rice around this area, the farmer will stop making sake rice. Then the rice field gone and build a big factory or a shopping center. I don't wanna do that. Also, the water is the most important material of sake. I thought recently actually some place we can change the water for like a special water for like a sake or a beer, but I don't want to change anything. Just everything using local rice, local water, and the local yeast. So that's why we choose Yamaha style. So Yamaha style is super natural, using only rice, water, and yeast. Non-Yamaha style sometimes using the like instant lactic acid. We don't want to add anything, just the rice, water, and yeast. So that is very natural fermentation and also express local sake. Keep traditional technique and pass to next generation. This is my boss. Hi, go next. So modern Yamaha is different with the modern Yamaha and the classic Yamaha. Modern Yamaha is a very fresh and gentle and soft texture. Yoshidagura want to keep the sustainable style sake brewing.
So one of the big points there is that moving towards using the underwater, cold underwater to do cooling, solar power to provide energy for the machines. The idea is that soon they will be fully sustainable, especially in the Yoshidagura side of production, and only using that modern Yamaha and the more classic old school style of creating the lactic acid and creating the fermentation starter. Super exciting stuff.
We've got a new entry, which is what would be the best to pair with fried foods? My response to that would be my favorite, what I've got right here, but could be different.
Yeah, I think so too. It's Silver Mountain.
Yes.
Good pairing with fried food.
I agree as well. If you're doing something light like a tempura style fried that's very delicate, I would maybe do the Yamaha Daiginjo. To pick up on those lighter notes, and then the fact that it goes with dashi and that chrysanthemum meadow would be absolutely amazing together. But in general, for straight up fried foods, I also agree with the Yamaha Jinmai.
Mr. Ninja, quick question. I feel like it's time for another kampai. I think maybe we need to have everybody show themselves, and let's do another quick kampai. What do you think, guys?
Hell yeah.
We do need to do another quick kampai, and then I have to do a little bit of a thank you.
Yes.
So grab a bottle, grab a glass. We're going to take a quick screenshot.
I have one more request, Chris. Since this is the Tedorigawa and it's the Hold Hands River, for the screenshot, can we all just reach out to our sides and hold hands with our
Michael?
for this screenshot as we all hold hands here with everybody, and we'll get a nice screenshot of the Hold Hands River. Go ahead and reach out there to the side of your screen and get your.
How am I going to drink?
Oh, I love this.
I wish I had a third hand. How am I going to drink my sake?
I think we'll do a drink. We'll do a separate drink.
I'm going to hold my sake.
All right.
What are you saying about your third hand, Kerry?
enough of that stuff. 3, 2, 1. Photo, Dave. Awesome. Thank you. All right, next one. Hold the bottle in the glass.
Yay.
Okay.
I really like Gold Blossom.
Me too.
And we.
All right, everybody.
How much an ounce?
Again, kampai.
Come by.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.